Welcome to the Combat Report, episode 20. We are back and live in person at the Combat Arcade. And this week, I am joined, Brian, by Devyn, a.k.a. Mr. Guy the Stampede. And I know everybody's wondering where Mark is. I'm guessing he's just playing the Street Fighter 6 closed beta, Hey, I can't blame him. We're just two schmoes compared to Mark, and everything with the Street Fighter closed beta. So, Mark, if you're enjoying the closed beta, I understand. But guess what, Devyn? That means for us.
It's podcast time.
No, it doesn't mean that. It means more ducats for us.
Oh, more ducats.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, yeah, that's, always a good thing to get more ducats in your pockets.
Indeed.
So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to the first topic of the day, which is Team Samurai coming to KOF 15. This was something I was hyped for because I am a Sam Show fan. When that game came out in 2019, was incredible. Let's not talk about the netcode, but the game was great. And on Team Samurai, we have Harumaru, Darlie Dagger, and Nakaruru. The gameplay in this game, I want your opinion first on this.
Sure, yeah. So, I like the way that Team Samurai works. There's not a whole lot of really just, crazy stuff. But to make them outside of what feels KOF. But they do have some things that just make them feel Samurai Showdown. With the big hits that do massive slow down on the screen.
Exactly.
That's the fun stuff for sure. And it's just, everything looks really good on it so far. That much I can say for sure. And we've seen some touch of deaths with Dagger, and oh my God, it's great. It's fun. Ever since Spawn and Heihachi came to Soul Calibur back in Soul Calibur 2, it really opened up the doors to have characters that are way different from the normal cast and just have fun with it. So yeah, they're fitting very well as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think KOF 15, SNK's doing a great job of adding people to the roster, and the gameplay for Harumaru, his standing heavy kick is incredible.
Every time.
The damage it does is incredible. And I think that Darlie Dagger's better in KOF 15 than actually in Samurai Showdown. I don't know what they did, but she's actually doing great damage because she broke my heart when Samurai Showdown came out.
Oh, man.
I thought she was going to be top tier and she was trash tier. But now it seems they finally, got her right. Maybe, got her right through the pandemic. COVID's over. And now she's credible. But Nakaruru, her mix-ups are crispy in this game. They're absolutely crispy. I think that the way she can switch sides, everything is just great. This team is really, really good. And I just got to give props to SNK for this team. If they could just finally get the matchmaking right, I would be in on this team because it is about major damage with this team. Yeah. If you're a Sam Show fan, you might want to pick this game back up because Team Samurai,
looking crisp.
Really crisp. And with that, was there a character of the three that you were looking most forward to?
I would say Harumaru for sure.
Harumaru, yeah.
Just the big sword slash. I just wanted to see what it would look like in this game because it's always devastating.
And it's a knockdown.
It's always devastating.
Always.
So it was wall bounce. It looks great.
Yes.
It's awesome. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking most forward to for sure.
Yeah, me too, because Harumaru, he goes back to the old school days when I was at a sack and save playing Samurai Showdown. I don't know if you people out there know about sack and save. If you're from the South, you definitely know about sack and save, aka Texas. Primarily, that was the days I remember. And every time I see Harumaru, man, that's what I give him a, old school country uncle hug. That's one of those kind of moments for me.
Sack and Save was just Neo Geo.
Yes.
We're
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are the ones.
So yeah. Shout out to everybody knows about Sack and Save Samurai Showdown. Maybe a small niche, but that niche is a great niche. So moving on. We have another DLC character at Multiversus. Rick Sanchez from the famed Rick and Morty was added to the game. And Multiversus is killing it with these DLCs, in my opinion. And Rick, he has the fart bomb, which sends you to the heavens. I saw somebody playing Jake the dog, and he was gone to the heavens off that fart bomb. Also, his knockdowns are great. I really seem to, from the gameplay I've watched, like what Rick is bringing to the game.
I haven't seen a whole lot with Rick or anything like that, but I know that they're certainly excited about him. So it's it's been a fun ride so far for everyone who actually enjoys Rick as a character.
Yes.
Bring him to Multiversus. They're just having fun with it, and I love it.
Yeah, I agree. It is really, really good. I mean, the amount of attention and detail they're putting towards this game, WB deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah. And what's cool
Free to play.
What's cool about that, too, is that we got somebody attached to Multiversus to LAN all night.
Yes.
Somebody in the Multiversus community locally for DFW.
Heavy in the community.
And I wonder how many Rick Sanchez's we're going to have at LAN all night in October for sure. Like
I would expect quite a few.
The end of October.
Yeah. I would think so, because, it seems like a character that everybody's liking. Major Damage. Who doesn't like Major Damage?
Yeah.
And I'm just looking forward to seeing who plays this from all the characters, because there's such a different archetypes in this game already.
Yeah.
Remember, this game just came out. And the best thing about Multiverse is you can level up and get these characters. You don't have to buy them all. You can level up and play these characters, because one thing that fighting game players and people that play fighting games like is to grind. And this is an ultimate grind game. Because I played that LAN all night. Backland Begins for 7 hours straight.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. I am a degenerate. Yes, you saw all of that. I don't know if you enjoyed it, but yes, 7 hours straight.
I was there.
No water breaks. No bathroom breaks. That's right. Just grinding through.
Grinding.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, I am the Tom Brady of Multiverse. So yeah,
So there are already 3 DLC characters deep, right?
Yes.
Because LeBron was the first one.
Yes.
But when is
Gizmo?
Gizmo out?
Gizmo's out.
Oh yeah, that's right. So there are 4
There's
DLC
4.
characters
Yes.
deep.
Right.
That's nuts.
That's nuts.
And the
if
game's
you're a
only
fighting
been
game
out-
player, it's one every 6 months, especially Capcom, in the past.
Yeah.
It's one every 6 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, 4, since the release, that's what we need. We need more of this. And I really think that Warner Brothers is really blazing a new trail with this.
You know what's kind of like a saving grace about all of that is, how Capcom got so much grief in Street Fighter Cross Tekken for having all these extra DLC characters on disc. For like the PlayStation side, they were on the Xbox disc,
Right.
So like when it's a free-to-play title, people don't care if there was future content already planned and how fast it rolls out.
No.
Because the idea definitely at this point is that all 4 of those characters were basically done.
Exactly.
Whenever the game released.
Right.
So it's like, with games being free to play, that kind of alleviates that, so to speak, pressure or social problem with like holding back content.
Right.
Because as long as they're able to actually put it in at a good interval, people don't really care.
They don't. When has ever more characters been a problem?
Exactly.
When is it? Oh, it's just too much fun.
Right?
I don't understand it. This is what we need more of.
Yeah.
And the thing is that when you have more characters, people are going to pick up the game and play longer. And they're going to have more get-togethers and just locals and all of that. You cannot sit here and expect one character every 6 months to sustain a community. It's just not going to work.
Exactly.
With quick take, social media now, everything's a hot take. Your game has to be coming out smoking now. Because if the right person says your game is dead, hey, we both know with that fight. When the right person says something about your game and then it's retweeted or, liked a lot, it can kill your game, sadly.
Sure.
So you really need to make sure you're bringing it, because opinionated social media is the name of the game now.
Yeah. With like the fast rollout is cool, but if a game can actually come out and just have regular DLC, it's not quite about how quick you can get it out, but how regular it can be.
Regular, yes. You need to be consistent with your rollouts.
Yes.
And the thing with WB is now that they've had a quick they need to continue it.
Yeah.
You definitely need to continue. You cannot, Q1 next year just go 4 months without any kind of DLCs when you've already shown that you're willing to put them out quick.
Yeah, I hope that means that, because I know that characters are very hard to develop and, put into a game.
And they're expensive. Very expensive.
So I wonder if they'll end up doing something where they release, a good chunk of characters, and then on the back end, they just do a bunch of balance patches and releasing, music, backgrounds, taunts, whatever, and,
that would be great. Yes.
That helps kind of bridge those 2 gap parts between characters coming out. If characters only come out once a year, as long as there's other stuff, DLC on the back end, then that could be really cool. So
I do agree with that. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing what their actual rollout is on a longer term scale for sure.
Yeah, because they've honestly proved that they're in it for the long haul. With all the different things they're doing, if they do a bunch of balance patches with this, I really do think this could be a real long-term competition and compete with Smash.
Yeah.
I know that's really, blasphemous to say to some people, but I really do. Because if they continue to put the right people out, if they bring in Joker as the rumor is, Oh, man. And do not bring in MK characters. You bring in MK characters and that kind of stuff, this game is going to be a heavyweight for a long time because there's always going to be some people new to the game because it's free to play.
Yeah, for sure.
When something's free to play, very few people are not going to give it at least a shot.
Exactly.
So, yeah, Warner Brothers, keep it up. So, with that being said, we had another announcement at CEO Taku, which was Rollback netcode is being added to Guilty Gear Xrd and Rev 2. This is something that the community, the Guilty Gear heads have been asking for a long time.
Yeah.
Now, the only issue, I don't know if you saw this, Devyn, is that it might only be added to the Steam version of the game.
Oh, no, I did not see that.
Yes. And the beta will be at the end of late October, and it will only be on Steam. That is the one major problem that I've seen from the community with this, because as we know, most of the FGC is on console.
Yeah, especially for those games.
Especially.
Now, I do know that they had like a really big sale for those games like some months back. I know I picked it up during that time as well.
Okay.
So I wonder if that's what's kind of driving this. But also, what I'm thinking about is it's possible that they just said computer because that's the easiest to implement because it's what they developed.
That's the notion.
So it might truly only be a testing ground,
right?
So they can start somewhere because it's possible that implementing on console is a far easier endeavor once you have kind of, so to speak, your future put in place. Because at Tokyo Game Show at the Arc System Works booth, they had a Steam Deck playing Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah,
so they obviously care about computer a lot.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. I know you agree with me with the statement to make. I think the future is in computer for the FGC.
I can see that.
Because a lot of people during the pandemic got really into playing fighting games on the computer, on PC, seeing how optimal it is, all the updates and things that have to deal with on console.
Yeah.
So I can see that, what you say about Tokyo Game Show and it being there, because we both know, going to EVO, who was there, and the things that were huge that in the past would never happen at a fighting game tournament.
Yeah.
And the things behind the scenes that we both know are happening with PC and the FGC.
Yeah. And the bigger one on that too is that Furby has already committed. Like right after EVO was done, he was like, forget it, dude. Like we are doing PC on my local. So it's definitely out there. It's getting started. I mean, we do it already at Thursday Night Throwdown.
Yeah, Thursday Night Throwdown. We're doing it. Yeah, we've done it the last few, doing it at a PC gaming cafe, and people loved it.
Yeah.
It is a very smooth way to play fighting games, in my opinion. And like Furby, getting that deal and doing it with MSI.
Yeah.
That's major. That's going to be major. And if they can make sure the drivers are crisp and that you can get in the sticks and the snack boxes, the hit boxes, and all the different types of, people that play controllers.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a game changer.
Yeah.
And that's something that people really need to realize, that going forward, not that people are going to fully give away consoles, but the future may be where you see more majority of PCs at gaming tournaments.
Especially because of the way the Tekken 8 looked.
Yes.
That game is going to... Okay.
It's only going to be on PS5.
I get that, cinematic fun times are good at 30 frames per second.
Right.
Things get smoother and crisp at 60.
Yes, they do.
Guilty Gear, BlazBlue, basically all the anime fighters, any of those that operate at 60 FPS. So, with Tekken 8 looking as clean as it already does,
unreal.
Imagine it being limited to 30 frames or even 45 frames, how that's going to look normally on a PS4 probably is how that's going to run, right? So whenever we're talking about being able to be on the Tekken World stage,
right,
playing that on computer at 120, 144 FPS, 240 FPS, it's only going to make the game look way better.
Way better.
So I could see that. I could see why such an attention to detail would be put into fighting games on PC now. Because I've always kind of held to the idea that fighting games should look way better than they do. Because that's why Forza or racing games way back in the day when Criterion was putting out Burnout, why those games always look so good is because they're so simplistic compared to your Grand Theft Autos or Red Dead Redemptions or Gun or stuff like that. Racing games and fighting games should always look just so good.
Absolutely.
There was definitely a period when it was really awkward when games would transition from 2D to 3D. What was that? King of Fighters 11 was trying to do 3D characters and it looked kind of funky.
Yeah, it looked very weird.
Or maybe it was 12.
I think it was 11 or 12 because I know we all praise 13. And you know, and
it looks so good.
Yeah, it looks so good. But yeah, there was a transition period where it was rough.
Yeah, very rough. Yeah. So yeah, everything's gonna look way better now on PC for sure.
Yeah.
And with Arc System guys focusing on PC, I wouldn't put a lot of real like not clout, but you know, like I wouldn't think that they're only going to put it on PC. I get that people are afraid of that, but I think that just industry-wise, that's just what you do. You limit your audience. Whenever a majority of your people were playing on a different console altogether, you like limit your exposure to problems and raise your ability for debugging by being able to do it on computers. So
yeah,
that's just my thought.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think so. I think that's what you do. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, really, shout out to Arxis for all the work they've done because really they brought the FGC to another level with Guilty Gear Xrd having rollback netcode, and we know how good that is. And being able to play no matter where you are around the world brings a fighting game to a whole nother level. It only makes tournaments in person better.
Yep.
You know,
way better.
So yeah. So moving on to the graveyard section of our show, unfortunately. A game that we both show near and dear to our heart, DNF Duel, also had an update of an update, announcement of an announcement at CEO Taku.
Yep.
And the production director had an announcement, and I would like to read you the quote by him, saying, "I apologize for the trouble caused by the bugs in the game. We have an update planned for the end of September to fix the bugs, such as screen freezes during online matches and input issues in the Steam version. We're currently looking into other bugs and have future updates planned." I don't know about you, but I wish that DNF Duel gave as much care about DLCs as they do bugs. I guess they're team bugs, because, I mean, I team DLCs, but, I mean, yeah, they basically, and he just bowed about he was on the couch. When I saw I got nervous, because usually when the director's on the couch, I ain't got much for you, boss.
Exactly.
And he bowed about 5 times, and this is what he said: no DLCs, nothing really. Also said that in late December, he made sure you knew late December. Listen, all we're doing is buffing the character.
Like Harada, don't ask me.
No, that's right. That's right. Basically said it in a very nice way, but hey, this is what we got for you, boss. Nope. You better like Ghost Duel and Konichi. That's it. You know? And that's pretty much what we got for you. So yeah, I don't know how you feel, but I was pretty disappointed because I thought that they were gonna have DLC finally announcement.
Right. Yeah, like Jabali having the little, thumb drive.
Thumb drive, like, here it is.
Oh.
Yeah, season pass. I mean, I knew I shouldn't even ask for that. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah. You know?
It seems odd. I wonder if it really just is a matter of like, either aiding just doesn't have like that type of pipeline put into play to like do
obviously not
DLC like easily.
But they got bugs for you.
They do have bugs.
Yeah. They got plenty of that.
They're very used to that for sure.
Yes. So yeah, I'm just.
Isn't Arxis a part of that game too?
Yes, they are.
And was it Neo something?
Yeah.
Next one.
Yep.
So like, it's interesting that.
I mean, there's no way, in my opinion, that they are going to have DLC 6 months after it comes out, and then they're ramping up for Street Fighter 6. So you're gonna try to compete with the behemoth of Street Fighter 6.
Yeah,
but ramping up, by January of next year. Hey,
especially if like Guilty Gear Xrd has any like important big updates. Leading into January, it could be a real problem for DNF Duel. I mean, it's already a problem for DNF Duel. But it's not like we're not finding matches and stuff whenever we play. No, you can find matches. The game is good. Yeah. The game is very good. People were playing when it first came out and all of that. But when you don't have news, just like we said with Warner Brothers, people fall off. Yeah. You have to be active on social media. Yeah. Hey, Capcom, we know. They finally got it. And what's going on right now? It's exploding.
It's exploding. Yeah. Because they interact with the community. Yeah. When you just come out, sit on the couch, bowing 5 times, hey, that's not going to work.
It can be rough.
It can be real rough for you. Yeah. So, I mean, it looks like DNF Duel is DNF dead. I hate to see it because I love it, Yeah.
And we're looking to do stuff here at the arcade for DNF Duel as well.
Exactly.
So it looks like we're just going to have to do a lot of like cool exhibition stuff that people who are still playing, we can kind of link those two together, make a fun money match out of it or something.
Exactly. But hey.
With it being in the state that it currently is, it's a bit rough to have an announcement of an announcement and then that announcement only be fixes and that's it.
Exactly.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see because right now it's looking like for the Combat Arcade, it's going to be Devyn versus Brian first to 100. Shirts and skins, And it's like, That's not really looking too good. I don't know if y'all want to see that, but, hey, Arxus, we're trying because we're the last two on the boat, it seems like. So, yeah, let's hope that in December there's more than bug fixes and bowing, because I am enjoying this game. I know you are doing all of that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it's something. So, also, we want to give a shout out to Full Bar Live, which was run by Maticus in Denton, Texas. He allowed us to be a part of it as a sponsor, Combat Championship Series. Mm-hmm. And this was a great tournament. Had 120 people there. You had all the different games, all the anime games. You had Street Fighter 5. You had everything there, the streamers. The whole Dallas FGC came out. Yep. And I just want to give a shout out to Maticus about bringing the community together and really running a very smooth tournament. Yeah, it was really fun. The setup period, getting everything together was really smooth. There was like no real contention on effectively sharing resources. I mean, it was super awesome to see where everything landed. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward. I know a lot of people asked for Full Bar Live 2, and I think that Maticus is trying to square something together for people in that front. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where the next one lands for sure. Like it was real fun. I got to see a lot of people that I just, could only put names to. So now I have names to faces. Oh man, it was a fun time for sure. Yeah, it was a great time. And Maticus did say that it will be another Full Bar Live part 2. And hopefully it will be a multi-day event. I'm not sure if he's confirmed that, but I did hear that on Twitter from Maticus. So, hey, we definitely would love to be part of the next one. And thank you again for us being part of the first one, bringing the whole Dallas FGC together. Yeah, it was fun. Thank you. Yes, thank you, sir. So, yes. Now, we always end the show with a Project L announcement, update, stories, lore, something of that nature. Mm-hmm. And today we have Devyn here with some lore on Project L, League of Legends. We know this game is going to be a monster. And Devyn, do you have any kind of update on characters from League of Legends that could be in Project L or anything of that nature? Yeah, so since the last time that the combat report was able to talk about characters in the game, there has been an announcement for a character. Has. I had 4 characters that I want to see in the game. They're my top 4, and that's Alawi, Vi, Azir, and Twisted Fate. So the one that was announced was Alawi. And Alawi is like the Nakaboros idol champion. So it's... I'm interested. Alawi is really cool. She's a tank, kind of bruiser fighter that can summon tentacles. And she fights with like basically a kettlebell weight. It's massive. She's massive. She's green. She's brown. It's great. I love everything about her. So her home base is 24-hour fitness? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, just nothing but gains all the time. Oh, yeah. Okay. So Alawi's awesome. She was announced in the last big update, and that's my 1 out of 4. So far, the next ones I have are Vi, Azir, and Twisted Fate. So we're just going to talk about Vi this time. And what's cool about Vi is that she is from kind of an undercity place called Zaun. And she was able to kind of leave that place. You can kind of see that somewhat ascension, not quite to its completion, but you can kind of see how it's headed in their TV show they came out with recently on Netflix called Arcane. It really follows like Jace, Caitlyn, Vi, Jinx, who has already been in the game. She was like one of the first 4 characters to be talked about. And so you can almost say that those 4 will definitely be in the game. Heimerdinger was in there as well. So there's a lot of really cool, like good stuff from the Arcane TV show. So go watch that. Vi was in there. And I'm pretty sure that Vi's going to be in there. So the type of attacks that Vi has, she's also a jungler. So her whole thing is roaming all the way around the map in League of Legends and just using these massive gauntlets to just demolish people. Her passive is called Denting Blows. Pretty much whenever you hit 3 times on an enemy, it reduces their armor by a lot, cracks it. Love it. And so there could be a lot of really cool stuff built around kind of what like Lab Coat 2020 or 21 has. Oh. And whenever you land certain attacks on people, it could put a certain debuff on them. I could see something like that coming in. So it makes it to where really trying to get combos is very big for what Vi does.
On top of that as well, Vi has a sort of teleport punch, if you will, but she charges up
my money now.
The glove, and whenever she charges it forward, basically Jets can kind of propel her whole fist and charge and hit people. So, she's got this whole charge action that she can work with that can be a very good part of her kit. Kind of like what Maxima kind of has in King of Fighters. And then
sounds broken, but love it.
Hey, it's fun. That much I know for sure, because it works very well. Whenever you're inside of bushes, you can't be seen, and all the players are getting into place. That initiation, just charge it up. You're waiting in the bush, get that full distance, and boom. So her ultimate is probably the best part of her kit. And what she does, she locks onto somebody, dashes over to them, and just does a dunk. She punches them up in the air and then slams them down to the ground. And that produces a stun. I mean, it's good stuff. And so I think that Vi would be a really good addition to what is going on in Project L, just because of the bruiser nature of just her character as a whole. She doesn't really use guns or huge weapons that have long reach or nothing like that. Massive samurai swords. She doesn't cast magic or anything like that. Very much these hands are rated E for everyone.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
So yeah, Vi was the one champion that whenever I was getting out of League of Legends that finally got me to understand jungling. So she's always had a really good place in my heart. And so I'm really looking forward to Vi coming to Project L for sure. So we'll see if Vi makes that 2 out of 4, and then we'll give an update for how many of my top 4 actually make it to the game.
Hey, Devyn, that's great information right there, because that character sounds like something that I would like to play in Project and Multiversus. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because, when you said dunking on people, that is something I'm doing. It. E for everyone? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to take it back with that one. So, hey, Project L, please, you hear it here. We got all the lore. Cannon Brothers, hit us up. You know where we're at. So, with that being said, I think that's going to wrap up this edition of the Combat Report.
Oh, yeah.
So, as always, thank you, Devyn, for being a part. And again, hopefully, Mark, you're at home playing Street Fighter Closed Beta. Hopefully make it for the next episode. So, with that being said, for Devyn, Brian, take it easy, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Peace.